Hey everyone, welcome back to the Indie Basketball Podcast. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Indie Basketball Podcast. This is where indie rock meets the NBA's finest. And today, my special guest, we've got Jack Rutter, who you may know as a singer-songwriter by the name of Ritt Momney. He's got a new album coming out this week, and he is a jazz fan who I'm excited to talk jazz with someone. We've never had a jazz fan on the podcast, so that's something fun. He's very passionate, and he's all about loving a losing franchise. But you'll hear more in our conversation a little bit later. But first, let's talk about some things happening in the music world. The one thing I want to call out is some news that kind of dropped earlier today. Circus Survive is reuniting, which is pretty crazy. I never thought I'd see the day. I mean, maybe not never, but I mean, even as recent as this past December, Anthony Green was, quoted in an interview saying like he considered Circus Survive broken up. And, it's not a hiatus, and that, I mean, largely that's because of, he had issues and relapsed, and, but it's really fascinating to see, between now and December, they've already booked a music festival. So it's interesting to see them back. And I mean, a lot of people are very excited about that. I'm pretty excited about that. Seeing as I've never got to see them play, initially. But I'm curious to see if there'll be some more shows or if it's just a one-off thing, because a lot of people would love to see some more Circus Survive, whether it's just seeing them live or new music produced by them. In addition to the Ritt Momney album this week, we have Bill Callahan dropping his first album in 5 years. So I did another kind of mailbag question. I pulled our Indie Basketball Discord and on Instagram, and I wanted to see another fun little question. So if Bill Callahan became a free agent, what band should he join? I think it's really fun with his voice being so distinct. What band is he going to shake up? So let's read some of these answers. He could slot into the Friendship offense pretty seamlessly. That is pretty spot on. A lot of people responded with the just comparable deep voices, and fit into that sonic realm of that really, low, the gravity of his voice, and just did swaps, which to me, a lot of times it's just like, doesn't make sense. What I want to hear is, what's the flip? How does he really change a band that doesn't have that kind of deep voice? But I think Friendship of the one is an interesting move. It's maybe you're losing your young top prospect, the vocalist of Friendship, for a, maybe he's taking a contract elsewhere, and we need to replace that need, that specific need, with Bill Callahan, with a trusted vet. Friendship's awesome. I loved their album from last year. Really good. And I think, Bill Callahan couldn't hurt. At least let's get a duet with them. Could be fun. Deaf Heaven. I don't know if Bill Callahan can scream, but that would be insane. I feel like he would probably have more of like a really deep death metal growl, but I can't imagine the baritone reverberation of that sort of scream with Deaf Heaven. That would be an interesting pairing. He should sign with Black Country New Road. I feel like people love to suggest a shake-up with Black Country New Road because they love to shake up themselves. However, with Bill Callahan, I could actually see it with that low, brooding voice. I mean, very similar to Geese. Cameron Windsor has that tone with a little more of the odd cadence, but I could see Bill Callahan fitting in there. Big Curveball, Gorillaz. See, I actually like this because Gorillaz are, they're obviously known for kind of mixing up genres and influences and pulling in, people here and there. So I think adding Bill Callahan is a a feature here and there. This isn't replacing anyone. It's not replacing Damon Albarn. It's, we got a new weapon in our arsenal, and it's that deep voice of Bill Callahan. It does have that, Melancholy Hill vibe a little bit. I think it works. I want him to revive Noah and the Whale. Interesting. Another, low voice. I can't imagine Bill Callahan being that twee. Although Noah and the Whale's later albums did get a little more melancholic. But I mean, I miss Noah and the Whale. I did love that band. So I would very much, welcome a revival of them, Bill Callahan or not. I thought this was fun. I with someone with such a distinct voice, we gotta find that NBA parallel, and free agency is a good mode. So maybe we'll do some more musician free agency in the future. But musically, that's what I got to talk about. I mean, I know it's been a week since our last episode. I was out of the country for a little bit. I missed the All-Star game, but it actually doesn't sound like I missed much. I saw clips and everything. The dunk contest was quite a letdown. It does seem like everyone's enjoying the All-Star game, the new format. It was more competitive than it's been in the past, so I'm here to keep that around as long as it stays competitive. I think we got to ditch the dunk contest. It's time. It's time. Or just, you got to figure out something completely different. I've seen a lot of ways that people want to fix it, whether it's you do I think my favorite theory was you do Olympics style grading, where difficulty is one score, execution's another score, and you just kind of have like your routine prepped, and your execution on it is what the score is. But maybe that's just because we're in Olympics mode right now, and that's what people are thinking. But I don't know that people are going to catch on with that. So there's got to be something. I think that's something we need to fix, because 3-point contest, it is what it is. It's fine. Chris Paul killed the skills challenge, which is a real bummer as well. So we'll see what All-Star Weekend can do, because it's hard for them to compete. I think Home Run Derby in MLB, it really has it locked down with the All-Star game. NFL doesn't even do their All-Star game until the end of the playoffs. So NBA's got to do it. I think it's the time. But yeah, that's kind of it for this. Let's get to our interview with Jack from Ritt Momney, and let's talk jazz and rebuilds and his new album Bass, which comes out this Friday, February 27th. So enjoy it. I don't often get Utah Jazz fans on, which is great to get someone on here.
Yeah.
So we can jump right into it. I think the first thing I like to ask people when they come on is, I just love to know what you've been listening to lately.
What I've been listening to lately. I haven't really been listening to anything, honestly. I'm kind of like, I think most recently I liked the Geese album.
Yeah.
But it's probably been a couple weeks since I put a song on purpose.
Sure. Fair.
I just don't really listen to very much music, honestly.
Well, I mean, since I mentioned, obviously you're from Utah, and I feel like, a lot of people don't maybe know who artists are from Utah. Do you have any kind of Utah or Salt Lake kind of artists that you think more people should know about?
Yeah. I mean, this band, Transmitter, is sick. It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm not very good with genres, but I would guess post-punk.
Yeah,
maybe?
okay.
They're really cool. Um, this band Olympic Death, spelled DETH. It's
Okay.
kind of like, I also don't know the genre of that one, but it's pretty crazy stuff. This band Hurtado, I'm actually working with right now. They're cool.
Oh, cool.
Kind of like shoegazy stuff. I'm like recording their next album, which will be cool.
Yes. So I was going to ask, what do you do in the studio? Do you kind of produce a lot of friend stuff?
Not a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, I am trying to get more into that, like,
Yeah.
into like kind of producing, recording other people, like kind of, I don't know. I've had to try to like get the studio a little more professional, so that so that it feels like something people want to pay for. But
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, I do a bunch of, I don't know, little random projects for like friends and stuff in here. But this is my first kind of gig as a
nice
kind of a hired gun, sort of.
Have you always recorded your own stuff?
Yeah. Not always, but started out, I don't know, I started out like me and the early band, like we would go to like one of those like kind of nice studios, I guess. But I find that when you're self-recording, or at least working with someone you're close with, who's like taste you trust and like, there's just so much more freedom and flexibility, I guess.
Sure.
Like when you're at one of those studios, there's not really much like fucking around that you can do. And like you're on the clock the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Much. And self-recording. I think that like Logic and stuff and how accessible it is like one of the coolest like advents in music. Like the fact that
totally.
I mean, even on your phone, the fact that if you want to make it, like if you want to like complete and release a song, like you can do it with very little means, which is so cool.
Yeah. I mean, I remember even like growing up and like seeing like something like GarageBand for the first time and being like, this is crazy that I could just do this on my computer without having professional recording equipment.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember my older brother did, he made a song when he was like 12 or something and like released it like on like iTunes and stuff. And I remember it being like, wait, it's like on iTunes? Like,
right.
How did you get it on? Like, who do you know at Apple to get it on
That iTunes? Is honestly a good question.
Like, it's like, I think it's cool how accessible it's become, for sure. And obviously it's also led to a ton of like oversaturation in terms of like, I don't know, if you're taking like the business approach to it, like market share and stuff. Like, I feel like it may be, I've kind of been thinking about this recently. It may be kind of, I feel like there's so many people, obviously there's so many people that want to make a career out of writing and making their own music and like be an artist, and that's how they make all their money. And it's just like, I wonder if it's become so accessible, but also like, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool because you can do it. It's like you can use it as a creative outlet, and I feel like it just doesn't necessarily mean that like I don't know, there's just like there's so few artists that the industry can support, especially with like how little they're paying out for streams and stuff. And
well, it's from a listener perspective too, right? Like you can only listen to so much music, and it's weird that we live in an age where there's like such a wealth of choice, but it's like still hard to find like new artists. And it's I think it's an all pop culture thing. Like movies too, there's so many movies out there, and it's like sometimes you just get like decision paralysis, or you just watch whatever they kind of like, whatever people like or companies feed you, because it's hard to find the things that are for you.
I mean, it's also just like the monopoly that the streaming services have on music discovery. Like when you first think about it, it's like, oh yeah, now like anybody can upload to Spotify, and it's so awesome that like it used to be like the labels had all of the control over who got listened to. And if you didn't have a label, then you weren't going to have success. If you didn't have a label that also wanted to put you out there a bunch. And like at first glance it seems really democratized, but then it also like I don't know, unless you're like searching up random words that like are band names that you want, then Spotify just has control over what you're going to hear and what's going to pop up. And it's just,
that's why I like kind of I'm hoping there's more of a rise in like curated stuff from listeners. Like it's what I try and do with indie basketball too, and it's just like hopefully people find people they trust their taste in, you know?
Yeah, totally. That's probably, I mean, that seems like it could be the next kind of move, because I feel like, I don't know, Spotify's never going to make like the coolest playlists, you know?
No.
Like,
and they're never going to pay artists correctly.
They're just always going to be lame. So I feel like it does it's going to take some cool people to kind of like sustain like an interesting kind of discovery for people.
Yeah. It's like subcultures is kind of like the way it seems that you have to go these days. It's like you find your group, you find your people. So you have your new album, Bass, comes out this week. And I know you said it's kind of like it was like a little bit of like a reset for you, kind of like a rebuild, so to speak.
Nice.
So why don't you tell me about kind of like the process of going from like your previous album to this one, and kind of what you wanted to achieve in it?
Yeah, I after the most recent one, after Sonny Boy, I was like, do I even like doing this? Do I like making music? Like, do I like having this be my like job? Like, think of it as my job?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't enjoy this. Like, I don't enjoy this feeling of feeling like I need to put something out. Feeling like I need to, I don't know, just the industry itself and how suffocating it can be, how suffocating like the album cycle mindset can be, and the like momentum mindset and like artist outreach mindset or whatever.
Sure.
All the social media stuff, like that all just like had really, really been grinding me down for a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't I realized like that I didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, maybe I don't want to. Like, I can go do something else. Like, if I'm gonna feel like this about my music, then I might as well like go find like a more stable desk job somewhere. Like, if that's how I'm gonna approach this, like, and then right when I started thinking about like how I didn't, once I like really like fully felt like I didn't have to, then I was like, it was like, whoa, I like want to make something. Like I want to. It was just like I hadn't really asked myself in a really long time, like whether or not I want to write a song, or like it was like, oh, you should be writing a song right now. It's been like however long since your last album or your last release or whatever. And yeah, I just like I made this album under a completely like radically different mindset than I made the couple albums before. And
Sure.
and part of that was just letting go of the idea of like Ritt Momney's going to be my career. And
Yeah.
I really like believe it or not, like I actually feel like whatever listens I get or like numbers or money that I make off of this album is really just like the cherry on top. Like,
Yeah.
And yeah, I just like I feel I just love music so much more now, and it feels like so much more natural. Like I feel like there was always something kind of like in that kind of compromise of like music and like commerce.
Yeah.
Like there's something really, really dissonant between those two things, and like and it really, I think it like really hurts like whatever creative spirit or whatever you have in there to like to do it for that sake. And and yeah, I mean, it's just like it feels like this is how making music is supposed to be for me. And
I mean, actually creativity, right? Like allowing yourself to like be creative in the truest sense.
Like it has to just be art. It can't be like a compromise of like okay, yeah, I want to be artistic, but I also want to like have a career in this. Like that, I just think that it just isn't sustainable, and you're just never going to make your best stuff when you're thinking like that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's a very like noble way to approach it, you know, like, and it's timely enough. It reminds me of the figure skater who just won gold in the Olympics, who's like,
sure.
I don't want to do it anymore. And then she's like, I just want to do it for fun. And she won gold. So maybe you'll maybe kill it with this one.
Will go viral. Grammy incoming. That's actually why I did it.
Yeah, of course.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's an interesting parallel.
But I will say with the album, you know, listening to it, it feels like a lot of genres kind of coming together in one. I know you have this like kind of background of like bedroom pop. There's like folk elements. There's like slowcore elements. There's R&B. Are there any like artists that were kind of like in your brain, like when you were writing some of this?
Not really consciously, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. I don't want it to be like a boring or like a pretentious answer, but like, I mean, I definitely like I'm not at all saying that I didn't because there might be some people who are like, oh, I actually didn't have any influences on this album. I like made it all by myself. But I'm like, I don't think that's true. Like, obviously I had like influences. I think just influences are best. I think you're best influenced when it's kind of subconsciously. And
yeah.
I don't know. I was listening to like God Save the Animals a bunch, and I mean the McGee album.
Yeah.
Like, basically just all the standard, like then the Geese album. Like all the standard, like where like
the stuff you can't avoid.
Like, it feels like there's a big crowd of people.
Yeah.
Like there's like moving from one person or artist to the next. Like Dijon, McGee, Geese, like that pipeline that just keeps moving. And I'm unfortunately, I just love every single one of those. And unfortunately, for my individuality complex, like I'm very much in that group. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think like Radiohead, I listen to a lot. Beatles, I listen to a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's honestly nothing wrong with like Geese and McGee, because they're like popular for a reason, you know. Like
they're really good. Yeah.
Were you in that same lineage? Were you also like on the Black Country New Road?
Oh yeah.
Like
a
year or so ago, yeah.
Yeah. Fantano adjacent, yeah.
Yeah. The Rate Your Music core.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it makes, like, even like you say, like, you know, kind of flippantly, like McGee and you know, Dijon, but like I do hear that come through in the music a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that is always like a bonus, besides just like how you make your best music when you're like really in it and not thinking and just letting it come out. An awesome bonus of that is like that you get to have those moments where you're listening back and like hearing things that you didn't understand were influences, or like meanings behind lyrics that you hadn't thought of yet, but like, you know, they were like in your subconscious, and like that's why they came out. And yeah, it's been really interesting, like hearing people's takes on like my friends who I've showed it to, like hearing their takes on what the influences they think are on there. And yeah, I mean, definitely heavily influenced, but I tried not to, like in the past I've kind of sometimes been like, oh, I'm going to make a song like this song, or I'm going to make a song that sounds like this band that I really like. And I tried to just let those influences manifest more naturally, I guess.
For sure, yeah. And, or yeah, you're even, you know, outside of music. I mean, you did write a song entirely about the Jazz, about the Tank.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to write that?
That was just like what was going on in my life at the time. And I mean, like it still is, but like I actually wrote that song quite a bit after I wrote any of the other songs. And like me and my bandmates were kind of like thinking like, do we need like another song on the album? Like, oh, this like demo we have, like maybe that's kind of cool, maybe that could be the song. And I just hadn't written a song in forever, but I was thinking like, oh, maybe I do want to write another song. And then I started thinking about what to write about. And the only thing I had been experiencing basically was like YouTube videos about prospects, like write-ups on the Jazz's future, and I was like really obsessed, like watching every Cooper Flag Duke game.
Oh yeah.
Watching all the Rutgers games. There was a while where it was one of the most important things in my life that the Utah Jazz needed to get the first overall pick.
Right.
Like I wanted Cooper Flag so
Yeah,
bad. And that just was like that was like all I really had inside. So that's like kind of what came out. And I don't know. I maybe was kind of trying to think of like an interesting metaphor or something that I could put in there. And I think that obviously like there are metaphors to be drawn from it, but like it's also just like okay to just like make a song that about something that you care about, like because there's always going to be some kind of like artsy metaphor or something that someone can pull from anything, you know.
I mean, but this what makes it, I guess, uniquely you, right? Like it's like This is just what I'm into, and not many people write songs about the NBA.
There are going to be some people who are just like skip every time, because they just like they're like, I don't give a shit about any of these lyrics at all, which is like, I mean that's fine. Or maybe everyone will just become a Jazz fan.
Maybe you're doing the ultimate marketing for the Jazz.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally get it. Like, I love the tanking process, honestly. And like, almost more than I like winning. Because like, there's something about this, like playing GM and like, like I know what we should do, or like I want to see like what happens. Like you want to see like the new cool like team sprout.
Yeah, because there's also no ceiling on like an abstract future, you know. Like in my head, like we get Cooper Flag, then we get Darren Peterson, and then we win a championship in like 4 years, and then like and there's not really any stakes. Like if that were to happen, like we just traded for Jaren Jackson Jr., you know. And at first I was like my heart like dropped a little bit. Like I think it was a good trade. But it was like we need to try to win now. Like it's like scary. Like it's scary that it could, like, now that we kind of know more or less what our team is going to look like. Minus like hopefully a top pick this year. Like you can't really do all that fantasizing. Like
I know.
And next year it's gonna be kind of scary to like watch games and be hoping that they win.
I think you like know what the team is. Yeah, like you like.
Yeah.
It's not like you guys are bad enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm nervous that like. Yeah, I don't know. Like with the Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert team, like I wasn't as into it then, But like, we lost to the Clippers in like, I don't know if it was Game 7 or what, but just like Terrence Mann just hit like 12 corner threes against us, and we just never adjusted, and it just kept happening. They came back from like some kind of crazy deficit, like 30 points or something.
Yeah.
And like that was like a real pain, like a real disappointment. The kind of disappointment that you don't really feel when you're not competing, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like the most basic metaphor is just like, if you're not really trying, then you're not really risking anything.
Mm-hmm.
And
you don't want to get your heart broken.
Even when we didn't get Cooper, like even when we didn't get Cooper, it was like there's still this idea in my head, like, okay, well, now Ace Bailey's going to end up being better,
right?
And like there's just like it, when you feel optimistic and you kind of like dream about a bright future, like it's kind of like low risk, high reward a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels so comfortable to like be within the tank. And yeah, I mean, I might enjoy watching Jazz basketball less next year because I'm nervous about us like losing, and
right.
Like maybe we have like pretty high expectations now. Like if we're not like a mid seed in the West, like it'll be somewhat of a failed season.
There's
like
also
Triple J
just
and Lowry like are just getting older.
There's also just something that's like so like fun about like letting go of trying to win and just feel like, and also when the team is like that too, and they're like, I'm just gonna watch a bunch of like young players play, and like it's kind of fun.
Awesome.
Like it's
so
like
awesome.
freeing.
Yeah, it's like it is like a little bit of a guilty pleasure for me because it feels like I am just like not risking anything, and I'm maybe enjoying the tank out of fear. But like there is something so awesome about like I like have like watched Keontae George like grow into the person that he is pretty much, and it's like it is so sick. Like I watched
knew
him
this was
when
gonna
he was
happen.
like really like I watched him when he was like really bad, when he was going for like 3 for 15 or something.
Yeah.
And now he's just playing so well, and like if the Jazz ever do get a championship, hopefully like with this team, like it's going to feel like so real because I've been a huge fan from like the literally being the worst team in the NBA.
Totally.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm worried. I mean, you have to wonder like how futile it is to even try to win a championship right now with OKC.
I know.
Having
the Spurs.
The Spurs, like Wemby is just like, I don't know. It's just like, it's hard to imagine ever winning a 7-game series against one of those teams. But like, I'm ready.
There could be someone out there.
I'm ready to try. You know.
Yeah. I also, I pity the, like Lakers fans who like never get to truly know what it's like to be in a rebuild and enjoy it.
Yeah. Dude, that's insane. Actually, what's your, are you like a conspiracy guy about the Luka thing? Or do you think it was just a horrible trade?
I am a conspiracy guy about certain NBA things, like rigging the lottery and things like that, but I think the Luka thing was pure being dumb. Now, Cooper Flagg going to the Mavs, I think that could be a little bit of a rigged situation.
Yeah, I mean, that obviously, like, if they didn't want it, if they didn't want people to think it was rigged, then that was obviously just like, that's like way too obvious of an outcome.
Right.
But I do like, because I was curious after, and because I was skeptical, I went and like watched like the actual lottery process, and like I don't know, they have like these like third party guys from like a bank or something. I don't know. I don't trust that really.
A consultancy.
But they also have all of the GMs there, and it seems, from what I saw, it seems like all of the GMs would have to be in on it.
Yeah.
For it to be rigged, which obviously like it isn't impossible.
Right.
Like, but I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical of that. I don't know. So we have a top 8 protected pick, you know, like to OKC this year. If we fall to 9, then I will believe that the lottery is rigged. But until then, I feel like that the Mavericks just got so lucky. It just got so bailed out.
It's
bailed
wild.
out in the sense that they got Cooper Flagg, and also just in that he's like just having one of the best rookie seasons ever. Like,
also just like rewarding stupidity like that. It's just so crazy.
I don't understand. Like you have to wonder. Like, I want to like get the call logs between Nico Harrison.
The leaks.
Yeah, like how. I don't know. Like, was he really just thinking that simply? That just like, oh, defense wins championships. We're going to trade this offensive guy for this defensive guy.
For a guy who's always hurt.
That's insane. A guy whose nickname is Street Clothes. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, just so obviously the worst trade of all time.
Yeah.
Although a contender might be, I didn't know this until recently, the Jazz traded the pick that would become Magic Johnson for Gail Goodrich.
I mean, Gail Goodrich was good, but obviously Magic Johnson is an all-timer.
Yeah, but like, dude, yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
You always wonder, but, you know. I do want to... So have you kind of seen the news in like the past week about the proposals for like anti-tanking?
Yeah.
So curious what you think about it. Yeah.
I'm intrigued. I think like I don't think anybody's in favor of the way that it's set up right now that makes teams have to try to tank.
Yeah.
Like the Jazz obviously just got that huge fine, and that was because, I mean, I was watching that game. It was like against the Magic or somebody, and we're up by like 20 or something, and then literally just sit all of our best players in the fourth quarter, and we end up losing. Like, that's just like, I understand that the league is trying to like keep appearances up, and like that just looks pretty ugly when you do it that blatantly, and like in game as well. I feel like in game tanking might be a pretty bad part. I mean, but then like you do want to, like, the Jazz aren't really going to benefit at all from winning games either. Like,
true.
None of these teams on the bottom are like it is, even if our lottery standing was already set, you could make an argument that it's better for our team to see what we have in the young guys and see like can Kyle Filipowski like be a backup power forward in the NBA? Like,
sure.
And yeah, I mean, we just played the Rockets and like just played like Lowry was our only like real basketball player that was playing, and they just got cooked so bad.
Right.
It just looked like a G League team, and like, I mean, like you could make an argument that is better for the organization.
Yeah. I mean, also just like letting people, like, especially at the end of the season, like try and get better in your games. Like let your kind of players just like play as to like improve their game, like treat it as like a real practice or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause something that I hadn't really thought about until recently is like, you don't really get to practice in the season very often. Like, I guess like, I don't know, some teams probably like practice more than others, but like the experience that you're gaining is like in the games that you're playing. And like we've had some emergences of some of our young guys that just wouldn't have happened if we were playing everybody. And like Cody Williams had like the worst rookie season of all time relative to draft pick, I think. And he's been like kind of decent this year. And I think that's because like on a contending team that wasn't like deliberately tanking, like he's the kind of guy that just like kind of falls by the wayside and is out of the league in like 3 years. But because he's gotten so many minutes, he's really developed. And yeah, in terms of, sorry to actually answer your question, but the in terms of the anti-tanking measures, I think what needs to happen and that I think will happen is getting rid of the like lottery protections that are like these arbitrary numbers. Like it's pretty insane that we just like need to be below like 8 or below, or else we lose our pick. Like,
I mean, if you're gonna trade a pick, that's the risk you take, right? Is that maybe it might be a very valuable pick in the end. Yeah,
I know. And that was to get off of Derek Favors' contract.
Oh man,
like it's crazy. Like that it's still haunting us. But yeah, I mean, like flattening the lottery doesn't even do that much if you're a team like the Jazz. Like we wouldn't care nearly as much about losing these games if we like didn't have this pick protection. Like because if we fall to 10, then we have like almost the same odds of jumping up to the lottery as like the 6 or 7 or 8 spot. So yeah, that's I think just like kind of an obvious like that needs to happen.
I feel like it also helps. Like, I mean, I'm a Bulls fan, and we always hang around the play-in, but it helps those teams, which is like kind of unfair because like that's doing that is almost worse than tanking. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I honestly feel pretty bad for Bulls fans, and like, do you just like hate the management for not just going one way or the other? Yeah, exactly. I am kind of enjoying like this team right now because it's like
they're cool.
There's no direction. It's just like let's just see like let's let all these guys we got play and like see who we want to end up like keeping.
I like this Bulls team.
Yeah, Simons is nice.
Dude,
it's nice to see him on there.
Dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
is he playing well?
He's playing pretty decent.
Cool.
But it's just so weird to have like Giddey, Simons, Sexton, like all these guards.
Yeah,
it's just a lot.
Yeah, dude. Cody Williams was taken 1 pick before Montes Buzelis.
Crazy. I mean, I love Buzelis,
He-
man. He's fun.
He's awesome. It seems like he's. I guess I heard somewhere that he was like maybe earlier in the season that he was having like kind of a down year, but
I mean, numbers wise, but like he looks good when he plays.
yeah, he looks like he could be like so good.
For sure.
Yeah, I like him.
So, I guess kind of a question in terms of your jazz fandom is like when did it kind of kick off for you? Like what was your favorite player growing up?
I wasn't nearly to the point of fandom that I am now when I was growing up. Like my dad would watch most of the games. But I would just kind of, I don't know. I knew the big guys. I loved Mehmet Okur. Do you remember him?
Nice. Hell yeah.
One-time All-Star Mehmet Okur. He would like. I need to like go back and watch highlights because I don't even remember what he really even played like. But like, I do remember him like he'd pass the ball in and then like be trotting down. And then be like a trailer back at the 3-point line and just drain threes. As like totally as like a center. Like he was like one of the originals.
He was the prototype.
Unicorns. Yeah.
So it was like the Darren Williams team era that you were kind of getting into.
Yeah, dude, those colors.
Oh, so good.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Although I like where you guys are at now.
Them for a while. Yeah, they're. Yeah, at least it's not the yellow ones.
Yeah, everyone hated the yellows.
Like, what? Who does Ryan Smith think he is? Like, trying to have any kind of creative input. Like, you have to know that your finger is not on the pulse.
Right.
Like, you have to have that kind of self-awareness as a billionaire. That any kind of creative decision you make is going to be just horrendous.
It's also bad enough that like you're like our name is the Jazz and we're from Utah. It's like there's no meaning there. So like let us have whatever culture we have with our heritage.
Yeah. It's really and sometimes I remember that it's like the Jazz. It's like what the hell?
Yeah.
It's like the worst place possible
to
be called the Jazz. But yeah, that Darren Williams team was cool, but I remember them. I think they made the playoffs a couple of times, but I remember them hovering around 500 for a long time.
That's true.
I mean, like the Jazz as an organization have like historically been. There was some stat that like up until the Mitchell and Gobert trades, that they were like one of the winningest franchises, and they just like obviously Stockton and Malone made it to the finals, but like I think there was just a really long time where they were just kind of hovering.
But that you had a couple of years there with
Danny Ainge in to fix that.
D. Will and Booze, you had some decent years there, even with
now
AK-47 too.
For us. Carlos Boozer is like a scout,
nice.
which is interesting because his kids are.
Yeah, he's a top prospect.
Yeah.
Imagine if he goes to the Jazz, man.
It would be cool. He was born in Salt Lake because his dad was on the team.
He's pretty decent, yeah.
He's sick. I think. Yeah, obviously we're stoked with any of the top three.
Yeah.
He's probably
Devonta's nice too.
He's probably 3 of 3 for me, just because I don't know. Same kind of feelings that everybody else has about him. Like, how high is the ceiling really?
Sure.
Like, can he be an effective like fundamentals like power forward type, being only like 6'9" or whatever he is?
Sure.
But I mean, yeah, dude, Devonta could be could be the next Tracy McGrady, Darren Peterson.
He could.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not super worried about Darren Peterson's like injury stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like someone was talking. Maybe it was Bill Simmons or somebody was like talking about how he like they kind of make you go to college, you know. Like you have to do a year out, like a year somewhere else out
or
of
you
high
go
school.
overseas. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I mean, he reasonably could have just gone to the NBA and been like, a backup point guard his first year or a starter on a bad team, and I don't know. Like, if he tears an ACL, he loses a ton of money. You know,
It's true.
Yeah, but I'm so, dude.
It's
I'm
a good
so
crop.
excited for
It's
the
a good
draft.
crop. Yeah.
I'm so excited. Like, even the consolation prizes, like Caleb Wilson, Keaton Wagler is looking really good.
We've been
Kingston
blessed with
Flemings.
some good draft classes the past couple of years. Although I think, like, what was it, 2 years ago, it was pretty weak.
Yeah. Pretty crazily
The
weak.
Jabari Smith Jr. and
Yeah.
So where are you sitting now with the team with after the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade? Are you rooting for him, or are you just like, are they still kind of falling down?
We have to lose. We have to lose for the rest of this year.
Keontae George is playing too good for his own good.
Yeah, I mean, he like rolled his ankle or something, and he was like gonna go back in the game.
No,
like,
nurse
he was,
it,
like,
man,
ready
nurse
to play
it.
again, but they were like, nope. And he's been out for like 8 games. Like, yeah, it was. Dude, I went to the first game, the first Jazz game of the season, and we were playing the Clippers, and just torched them.
Yeah,
It was so awesome, and that in that moment for a second I was like, maybe we try to win this year.
Mm-hmm.
But then it turned out that the Clippers actually were just horrible, and
and
kind of
since then Clippers have kind of turned it around now a little bit.
Yeah,
kind of on a tear.
Yeah, they're cool. Benedict Mathurin seems to be doing well.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Cool. So the kind of like last thing I like to do is like a little game where we kind of, it's called musician matchups. We try and take some players and like who is like the musical version of them.
Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier.
Cool. Yeah, we're doing all jazz players. So let's start with our first of the 4, Darren Williams. And we'll compare our answers. We'll go back and forth.
Yeah. I said Darren Williams was like Jake Paul. Because they both ended up fighting.
Interesting. Okay.
That was my you know what? He also could be Wilco.
Okay. Oh, okay. I like that. What's your thought there? Yeah.
Just like solid, consistent, like does what the team needs.
Mm-hmm.
Gets like, I think he had like 2 or 3 All-Star appearances. Like Wilco's like won a Grammy or something.
Yeah.
But like really like maybe disproportionately effective compared to the recognition they get.
Sure.
Very steady, I think.
Yeah.
Like not super flashy, just like plays. They play their role very well.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Well, like that. I went with Weezer. Because I feel like it was like you had some like really promising early peaks, and then they just kind of like flatlined for like a lot of the tail end of their career. Like they were still doing stuff, but it's like kind of looking back for that for Darren Williams Pinkerton,
Yeah, good point. They actually That's actually a pretty distinct difference between Wilco and Darren Williams is the longevity piece.
I mean, Wilco definitely has longevity, but I think they're still sticking in there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, I only really knew. I mean, again, this was kind of before I became a big fan, but was he kind of falling off already when he got traded to the Nets?
A little bit, and I think injuries were an issue. That's kind of what caused it.
Yeah.
So he just couldn't move like he could.
Jerry Sloan, huh?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, and then Jerry Sloan quit and then died.
Yeah. Darren Williams killed Jerry Sloan, man. Yeah. It's crazy. All right. I
like that comp though.
Cool. How about, the legend John Stockton?
I have Eric Clapton.
Oh, I picked Eric Clapton too.
Wow, nice.
That's crazy.
I mean, just legendary anti-vaxxer.
Just shut up, dude.
Yeah.
You're just good. Just shut up.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. It's only happened once before. That's amazing.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of just, it was sitting there.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, and I don't really know any of Eric Clapton's stuff.
Sure.
Really. I'm sure I know some of his songs, but really problematic, but not to the point that people
yeah.
But people discredit how legendary they were.
Sure. He's not Karl Malone.
Yeah.
He's not that far.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy how the organization has just ignored everything surrounding Karl Malone. Just he was at a Jazz game last season and on the Jumbotron and that's some actual really bad stuff that you kind of need to
that's wild.
Address. I think at least ignore him a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the third one, AK-47, Andrei Kirilenko, the man with the elusive 5x5. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. True. I have Porches.
Porches, interesting.
Under the radar, but super effective.
Sure.
Kind of got their own style a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe a couple brutish looking men.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 5x5 is crazy. Is he the only guy who's ever done that?
No, there's maybe 5 people who've done it. But that's more. I think it's more rare than the quadruple double.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean he's so sick. He was so cool. Sometimes in the 2K leagues that I play with my friends, he's just a great role player to draft.
Oh yeah,
because he he can shoot the three. He is obviously amazing on defense. He's going to guard the other team's best player every time.
He'll give you a post fade. He can hit. Yeah, he can hit a three. He's good.
And his mullet was crazy.
Yeah, he had the middle-aged mom cut.
Yeah, it was so insane, and it wasn't even when he was young. It was in his late career. He just decided to make this insanely bold choice with his hair. But
he's very butch.
Yeah. He looked like a model, kind of.
You're right.
He looked like you would see him walking around New York these days.
Yeah. He had a very sharp facial features.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you say for?
I had similar reasoning. I kind of leaned into the 5x5 a little bit, and that he is like very one of a kind. So I went with Sigur Rós. Because
Sigur Rós, yeah.
Sigur Rós, because like they have like their own language that they sing, and it's like I feel like Kirilenko like is very rare.
They're not Russian, are they?
No, they're Icelandic, but he is. Yeah, he's. That's why AK-47 is so perfect. That he's.
Yeah.
The fact that he's Russian is crazy.
It really is. Like, I wonder how early on his number was 47.
I know. He had to have picked it because of that.
Yeah. There's no way it would just be a coincidence, but
right.
Like, seriously, such an amazing nickname.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's perfect.
Now there's AR-15.
Oh, yeah, there is.
That's
wild.
Funny, too.
All right. So the final four of the four is our guy Keontae George.
I put McGee.
Okay, nice.
Like breakout year. On his way up.
On the same like timeline.
Yeah, maybe similar age.
Yeah.
I guess Keontae's probably a little younger.
Right.
But yeah, like future perennial all-star.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see them both having kind of a long prime.
For sure, yeah. I struggled coming up with his because I am trying to find that person. I feel like that's a good pick because I'm trying to find that person who's like young but like kind of hitting their stride.
Yeah,
but also
it's hard because we don't really know who he is yet.
Yeah, that's true. You don't know if he's going to keep going or if this is like an anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of focused too much because he'll put up a good amount of shots.
He's been really inefficient.
So I went with Alex G.
Better, nice.
Alex G. He'll put out an album. He'll try some things out. And then he kind of strikes it sometimes. That last album he put out was pretty solid.
A lower shooting percentage than others. Yeah.
Not quite King Gizzard. Not quite King Gizzard. We're not putting out that many albums.
That's who's that? Who's King Gizzard?
Oh man. Who has the most outrageous shot? I mean, is it Shea? That's too good to be King Gizzard.
Yeah. It's got to be. It could be Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. I guess he's more recently like kind of played his role a little better. But there was a while where he just like was just putting up shots that he.
And Harden would put up a lot of shots too.
Yeah, true. But yeah, it's kind of the same case. Like they just were also like so effective at the same time, which is which is hard to do.
All right, man. Well, this was fun to noodle on.
That's who it is.
Ooh, yeah.
I hate Jordan Poole. I think he's the worst. I think he's the worst basketball player I've ever watched.
Damn, you and Draymond.
The Pelicans this year. Yeah, I know. He freaking deserved it. I've been watching a lot of Pelicans this year, and since DeJounte Murray's been hurt, they are playing him.
Oh, brutal.
I think at backup point guard, and they're having a great game. He just comes in, just total ball stopper. Does some really swaggy tween crossover. Deep three, just bricks it every time.
He's like those Instagram hoopers who just is all flash and it's what are you doing? You don't need to do all that.
He should actually do that instead.
He really had us fooled for a little too, for a year.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like so much of it was just the aura too, though.
I know.
I feel like people thought he was so much better than he was just because he was so swaggy.
Yeah,
but. The real deal, the real version. Sorry, I know we're going long, but the real version of Jordan Poole that's actually good is LaMelo Ball. I think he's awesome.
Ooh,
I'm not sold. He's not yet a player that will like help you win a bunch of games.
Yeah.
But he's just like an artist, dude. Like, he is so fun to watch and very unconventional, but like,
I feel like he's like the younger generation's Kyrie.
sure.
Like pure skill alone, that's all they care about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, true.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he, I don't know. For some reason, I just love him. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I love I've been watching so much Hornets and so much Pelicans.
Yeah, I like Brandon Miller. You really do love the tank, man.
Yeah. No, it's a part of my pitch for getting in on a tanking team is that you can, if you're craving like wanting a team to win,
Mm-hmm.
then you just watch the teams that are around you in the standings. And like the
Sure.
Pelicans are right below us, so I'm watching the Pelicans every game and like really rooting for them to win because I want them to hop us in the standings. And you can kind of supplement your competitive nature that way.
Yeah. Unlike the Rockets, who are like playing terribly, but like I don't want to root for them. Like there's no reason to.
Yeah, I like.
They're a
this is
sinking
not
ship
fun.
that's fun to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't really like watching good basketball teams right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel that. Yeah. Luckily, both our teams, we don't really have to.
yeah, yeah. It is pretty awesome. Like, we're both kind of in the same spot of just see like kind of a lost season in terms of like contention, but like
yeah, it's like, don't
obviously
play too good now.
More so for us than for you, but like, it's just like it's pretty fun to just like watch some guys try to figure it out
freely. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well,
Cool.
I appreciate you coming on and talking basketball and talking about your new album. And yeah, it was good talking.
Yeah, that was really fun. This was definitely the interview I was looking forward to most. Because I'm glad I could talk about something that I'm actually excited about for a little bit.
Hell yeah, man. All right, man. Well, it's good talking.
Cool. Thanks, dude.
All right. Catch you later.
Have a good one.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Jack, for joining. Make sure you check out Base, which comes out February 27th. I want to take this time to thank our Patreon supporters. If you want to help indie basketball and support us on Patreon, we're at patreon.com/indiebasketball. Any support there, any support at all, helps us do more half-court sessions this upcoming summer. You get discounts on merch. You get playlists every month. And we could make more merch. That's kind of, any support at all is amazing. So if you want to do that, that's that's patreon.com/indiebasketball. Otherwise, make sure you join us on Discord. It's a fun group. It's a fun community. Join the conversation. You can follow us at Indie Basketball on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter or Blue Sky. Not on TikTok. But that's it. Keep up with us. Join the conversation. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.